Hey everybody, it's Lisa Murray here. Hi my sweet lifers. I hope you guys are having a beautiful, sweet week. We are hanging out again today, working on this beautiful book that we've all come together and done, Journeys of Goodbye. And today I'm with Chanel. Thank you for coming and hanging out with me.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah,
Glad to be here.
Yeah. So talk to me. How did you get involved in being in this book?
Well, I got involved. Satavia was the previous owner to the hospice agency that I work in. So she asked me to be a part of it, and I told her, of course, I would, and here I am.
Yeah.
Glad that I was even asked to, participate.
Yeah. Well, she was in there taking pictures with me, and her husband was like, "Hey, Auntie A, you need to be in this book." Because I've been writing that column for like almost 20 years. Wow. And he was like, "Hey, Satavia, you forgot. Auntie A writes too." Yeah. And she was like, "Oh, yeah. You need to be in this book." So it's kind of been an interesting experience because, I knew I would be writing books.
Right.
I'm getting ready to go into the doctorate program in January.
Nice.
And I finished seminary right before Ella Mae was born.
Okay.
And so I got my master's in biblical theology. And so I knew that was coming.
Mm-hmm.
But it's kind of nice to have eased into it a little bit with all of y'all, because everybody's a little bit scared with the first book coming out. It's kind of a lot to do.
It was. The schedule was hectic, try to keep up with that, and then with our work duties, and it was a lot, but I wouldn't change anything.
No. Well, I read your story, and there's a lot of things about your story that's similar to my story.
Okay.
And so I wanted to share that with you. And let you know that I really was touched by it.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So my mom was killed. She was hit by a train when I was 8.
Oh.
And my sister was 6, and my brother was 3. The same age as your grandson.
Oh.
And all of the things that you mentioned in there about that, about asking about his daddy.
Yes.
And I'll share a little bit, or you can if you want to.
You can go ahead.
Her son was killed in a car accident, very sudden. One minute he's here, next minute he's gone. Same situation with Mama.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just difficult, you know?
Yes.
It's just difficult because it's not something that you plan.
Right.
I think it's a lot easier when they get to go slow.
Right.
And it's even better, not better, wrong word, easier still when they have dementia. Because you really get a chance to process that.
Mm-hmm.
But as a child, coming from that angle with that,
yes.
I really was touched by what you wrote. Because I remember Walter asking 1,000 times and not understanding. And I remember asking, and I still do. I'm 55 years old.
Right.
And I still go home to Monroe, North Carolina, and I find my mama's best friends. And we sit and they tell me her stories about playing bridge and singing in the choir and all the things. And children need that.
Absolutely.
They need that.
Absolutely.
They really do. Mm-hmm. So, now how did you get involved with hospice?
I got involved with hospice because, I originally started in home health. I worked with the Medicis Home Health in South Carolina. So then, of course, when my son passed away, I wanted to move to be closer with my daughter. Mm-hmm. So they had a Medicis hospice here, not a home health. So for me to transfer with my job, I transferred from a Medicis home health to hospice. So I just went from job to job.
Okay.
So because they didn't have home health and only had hospice, that's the route I went.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I got in it and been in it ever since.
You've been in it a long time, haven't you?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
How many years?
21 is when I started hospice.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. The other thing that I didn't know about before I started this project was all this business about getting issued a chaplain and a
absolutely
social worker and all these people. Absolutely. And you didn't have to be about to drop dead and die before you got to sign up for it.
Right.
Because our experiences in North Carolina were always just at the very last minute. And so I know now, if something happens to me, I'm going to be raising my hand and signing up for it right good fashion early.
Absolutely.
Because it's a lot easier for the family, I would imagine, to be able to have somebody there to help that knows you.
Absolutely.
And knows the family and is not just there for like the last 7 to 10 or 15 days.
Yeah.
So.
And then another important part is the education. There's so many, what's the word I'm trying to say, around hospice where they think you're getting them on hospice just to die. You're going to give them medications that are going to kill them. Yeah. So just the education around the whole piece and helping the families understand as they go through it, it's a big help for everyone.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot that people don't know about it. Mm-hmm. And I think that's one of the wonderful things about this event that we're getting ready to have. And even the book too, but we're really going to be able to educate people because there's so many people that don't know, at all the whole thing surrounding it. They really have the idea of of that rumor, I guess. I don't know
when you
how
give
it
them
got
morphine,
started.
you're gonna kill them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big one.
Yeah. And it's a fight that you guys have to deal with all the time,
All
I
the
bet.
time.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah.
Different family members, you know.
Different
it could be a lot.
personalities.
Different personalities. Yes.
Hello.
Mm-hmm. So a lot of times the patients, you know, are fine. It's the families that you really, really, really have to work with and educate and support. So, and I love it.
Well, that's good. Yeah. Several people that have sat here on this couch that are involved in this project really do love what they do.
Mm-hmm.
And they're called to it.
Yes.
They talk about that a lot. It's definitely a ministry.
Mm-hmm.
I was also really touched by your scriptures that you included in your chapter.
Oh, those are what helped get me through. I don't know what I would have done without those scriptures and just praying to God every day.
Well, you have to take it day by day.
Day by day.
You know,
just like now I can talk about it easily. There were days before where I couldn't talk at all. So it's just, it's a day by day. I can just hear his name, hear one of his songs, and it would just break me all the way down. And some days I'm okay, like today, and just talk about it. So you just never know.
Well, and that's how grief works.
That's how grief works.
It really is. It's how grief works. I don't remember if you, I didn't ask you before we started doing our interview today, if you had a chance to read my chapter.
Not yet. I haven't read the whole book yet.
Okay.
So
well, it's a lot to try to take in.
It is.
Just so you guys know, whenever you guys get the book, whether you buy it before you see us on the panel or whether you get it through Amazon and one of our sites, because we've all got different ways to get the book.
Right.
Each of us do. It's not a book that you're going to be able to sit down and just read from cover to cover in like 2 or 3 days.
It's not.
You really have to read a chapter and then kind of wait a couple of weeks and then read another chapter.
Mm-hmm.
It's really got, it's like, it takes a while to process it.
It does.
Because it's very real,
Mm-hmm.
and everybody's stories are different.
Yes.
And it's interesting, but there are also a lot that are in the middle.
It's true.
That go together. Like,
It's
that was
true.
the thing I was going to mention to you, too. In addition to what you wrote, you mentioned the patient that you saw and the situation with this patient. So
Yes.
I'll tell you guys a little bit about that. So after Chad died, like, was it how long? About a month?
About a month.
Before
I
she
got
went back to work.
Mm-hmm.
And the very first patient she saw was an 18-year-old young man who had been in an accident as well.
Yes.
Except he didn't die. He actually was paralyzed permanently
Mm-hmm.
and had to be bathed and fed and literally everything. And he looked at her and said that he did not want to do this.
He hated it.
And it was really a miserable, stuck in your body.
Yeah.
Why didn't I get to go see the Lord situation? And it really moved you, and it was a godsend for you.
I sat in my car and probably cried for a whole hour. Seriously, I'm like, okay, God, I see what you're telling me.
See, that's the thing.
Yeah.
That's the God wink.
Yeah.
It's like even in the midst of all the tragedy and all the crazy, there's always this light that He gives us.
My son would not have wanted to live.
Oh, no.
So I was just so thankful and grateful at that moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing how God does things.
God is amazing, yes.
He really is good all the time. Even when we have bad things happen.
Absolutely.
It takes us a while sometimes to see it, but
yes.
Eventually we all do.
Yep, it hit me like a ton of
I know it did, sister. I know it did. Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. Got that. I read that right loud and clear.
Yes.
So, well, listen, I hope that you guys have found some value in this. I hope it sparked your interest with this book. It's really wonderful. It's got so many different people, doctors.
Yes.
Reverend Trudy's in here. I don't really want to call myself a reverend, but she said I was. So we'll see how we feel about that later. Give me a little bit more time, Lord, to get that title adjusted to my wigwam. But anyway, if you did find some value, please do us a favor, like and share. Don't forget to ring that bell, and we'll see you next time on Another Sweet Life. Take care.
Take care.